When a virgin girl was suddenly visited by a Baba, a saintly man, at her house, she was all alone. The deserted house, the dark night, and the cold wind blowing outside, everything created an unknown fear. The girl's heart pounded, her steps faltered, and questions swam in her eyes. Why had this Baba come here? What did he want from her? Time seemed to stand still. The door closed and they were left alone. Moment by moment, a single question echoed in the girl's mind. When the night passed and they were alone, what would the Baba do? The night grew longer, the darkness deepened, and then came a moment when the Baba took that step which changed everything. In the silence of the night, suddenly clouds thundered in the sky. Lightning flashed, and for a moment the entire village was bathed in white light. Then darkness fell again, and gusts of wind made the deserted streets terrifying. During this time, an old door knocked loudly. Knock, 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 knock. The steps of a virgin girl standing at the door trembled. She was all alone in the house. The atmosphere outside had already instilled fear in her heart, and now this sudden knock was no less than a doomsday for her. With a pounding heart, the girl put her ear to the door. From outside, a heavy voice was heard. "Daughter, open the door. I am a traveler. I need a place to spend the night." The girl was startled. Shadows of fear and astonishment began to mix in her eyes. She started thinking, how did this strange Baba come here on this deserted night? Who is he after all? And why has he come to my door? Raindrops were rapidly hitting the windows. It was cold. The lamp in the corner of the room was about to go out, and the darkness in the room was getting deeper. The girl's steps were trembling. Her heart told her not to open the door, but the voice outside grew harsher. "Daughter, I am getting wet in the rain. I have nowhere to go." "Open the door in the name of Allah." A conflict began within the girl. On one side was fear, on the other, the spirit of humanity. Finally, with trembling hands, she opened the door. As the door opened, an elderly Baba stood outside. Long white beard, tattered clothes, a staff in his hand. There was a strange glow in his eyes that bothered the girl even more. The Baba stepped inside and quietly closed the door. Now they were alone. In the dark, rainy, and fearful atmosphere, the girl quietly sat in the corner of the room. Her heart was pounding fast. The Baba slowly came closer to her and said in a deep voice, "Don't be afraid, daughter. I have only come to escape the rain." But a single question kept echoing in the girl's heart. When we are both alone, what will this Baba do to me? The night grew deeper, the clouds thundered loudly, and every moment gave birth to a new secret. Only the lamp was burning in the room, giving a faint light. Outside, the rain and the thunder of clouds made the silence inside the room even more terrifying. The girl was sitting huddled in the corner. Her gaze repeatedly fell on the Baba and immediately shifted away. He started pacing silently in the room. His footsteps echoed on the wooden floor, and the girl's heart trembled. She was thinking, I wish someone was home at that moment. I wish this night was not so long. The Baba suddenly stopped. He looked at the girl and smiled. That smile was not ordinary. It was as if a secret was hidden behind it. The girl lowered her gaze. "Daughter," the Baba's heavy voice echoed. "Don't be afraid. I will not harm you." But even after hearing these words, the girl's fear did not lessen. She thought to herself, if he is truly virtuous, why is he repeating this sentence again and again? Time passed. Outside, the storm intensified. Trees swayed, branches hit the windows, creating frightening sounds. The room plunged further into darkness and silence. The Baba leaned his staff against the wall and sat on an old, worn mat on the floor. He sighed and said, "The world is very cruel, daughter. There is no place left for a traveler. Everyone closes their doors." The girl thought to herself, if this is true, then why is his face so mysterious? Why do those eyes repeatedly stare at me? The Baba took out an old rosary from his pocket and slowly began to recite. His lips uttered words of remembrance, but his gaze repeatedly turned towards the girl. This scene further agitated the girl's heart. A few moments passed like this. Then suddenly the Baba said softly, "The night is long, daughter. It is dark, and we are alone." Hearing this, the girl's body froze as if paralyzed. A wave of fear ran through her heart. Tears welled up in her eyes. She started thinking, "Oh Allah, what is this Baba going to do?" The lamp in the room was about to go out. The darkness was increasing. The girl's heart beat faster and faster. And then the Baba slowly took his steps towards the girl. In the silence of the night, as the Baba's steps approached the girl. Fear and tears welled up in her eyes. But in the next moment, the Baba struck his staff on the ground and softly said, "Daughter, you are scared. I will not hurt you. I am just a lonely traveler, enduring the pain of loneliness like you." Hearing this, a strange peace settled in the girl's heart. For the first time, she gathered courage and looked into the Baba's eyes. There was no terror or danger there, but rather shadows of fatigue and pain. The girl said in a low voice, "I thought you would harm me." The Baba smiled and said, "If I were cruel, I would not have knocked on your door in the name of Allah. I am just a traveler, daughter." Hearing these sentences, the curtains of fear began to lift from the girl's heart. She cautiously said, "Baba, if you wish, you can spend the night here." Slowly, the two strangers began to draw closer to each other. The girl put wood in the hearth and lit up the room. With the light, the fear in the atmosphere also began to diminish. After a while, the girl placed bread and lentils in old utensils for food. The Baba recited prayers and said, "May Allah bless you, daughter. You have won my heart." At this moment, a softness also arose in the girl's heart. She began to think, perhaps I was wrong. This Baba is indeed a good person. The night passed like this. When the morning sun rose, the rain had stopped. The sounds of birds filled the atmosphere with freshness. The Baba picked up his staff and said, "Daughter, you gave me shelter last night. I want to repay that by doing something. There is an old dwelling of mine under a tree in a nearby jungle. If you wish, come with me and I will show you a secret." The girl was surprised. Curiosity arose in her heart. "What secret?" she asked. The Baba smiled and said, "I cannot tell you now. Just know that it will change your life." The girl thought for a moment. Then, gathering courage, she said yes. Thus, they both set off together through the village's winding paths towards the jungle. Silence reigned on the way. The rustling of trees, the sounds of birds, and the distant roar of a flowing stream made the atmosphere mysterious. The fear in the girl's heart had lessened. Now curiosity had taken its place. As they headed towards the jungle, the girl was wondering, where is the Baba taking me? And what kind of secret is this that will change my life? The village roads were deserted, and the dim light of lanterns burning in the dark of night made the atmosphere even more mysterious. When the girl and the Baba came out of the jungle towards the village, both were tired, but there was a sense of peace in their hearts. The girl was thinking how precious a support this Baba had become for her. Reaching the village gate, she looked at the Baba and said, "Baba, you have won my heart. You have pulled me out of the loneliness of the world." The Baba smiled, but his breathing had become heavy. As they walked, the Baba's steps faltered. The girl anxiously supported him and said, "Baba, are you all right?" But a strange silence had fallen over the Baba's face. He fell to the ground. The girl screamed, trying to lift him. But the Baba's breaths were now slowly stopping. At this moment, some villagers also came closer, hearing the sound. Everyone was surprised when they saw the Baba lying on the ground, his eyes fixed on the sky. The Baba softly said for the last time, "Daughter, always be virtuous and be a support for others." And saying these words, his breath stopped forever. The girl cried uncontrollably. The villagers also stood with bowed heads in sorrow. That night, every heart in the village thought that true goodness lies in making things easier for others. And this was the Baba's legacy. The atmosphere of the village that evening had completely changed. A strange heaviness was felt. The village, which until yesterday was full of laughter, joy, and vibrancy, now bore the mark of seriousness and sadness on every door. There were whispers. People walked slowly, as if the burden of a great tragedy was gripping their steps. The girl's tears refused to stop. She gently stroked the Baba's white hair with her soft, delicate hands and said, "Baba, you said you would never leave me alone. Then why have you left me today?" There was such sorrow in her voice that the eyes of all the villagers gathered around also became moist. Some women were wiping their tears with their dupattas. Some women were wiping their tears with their dupattas. When the girl and the Baba came out of the jungle towards the village, both were tired, but there was a sense of peace in their hearts. The girl was thinking how precious a support this Baba had become for her. Reaching the village gate, she looked at the Baba and said, "Baba, you have won my heart." You have pulled me out of the loneliness of the world." The Baba smiled, but his breathing had become heavy. As they walked, the Baba's steps faltered. The girl anxiously supported him and said, "Baba, are you all right?" But a strange silence had fallen over the Baba's face. He fell to the ground. The girl screamed, trying to lift him, but the Baba's breaths were now slowly stopping. At this moment, some villagers also came closer, hearing the sound. Everyone was surprised when they saw the Baba lying on the ground, his eyes fixed on the sky. The Baba softly said for the last time, "Daughter, always be virtuous and be a support for others." And saying these words, his breath stopped forever. The girl cried uncontrollably. The villagers also stood with bowed heads in sorrow. That night, every heart in the village thought that true goodness lies in making things easier for others, and this was the Baba's legacy. The atmosphere of the village that evening had completely changed. A strange heaviness was felt. The village, which until yesterday was full of laughter, joy, and vibrancy, now bore the mark of seriousness and sadness on every door. There were whispers. People walked slowly, as if the burden of a great tragedy was gripping their steps. The girl's tears refused to stop. She gently stroked the Baba's white hair with her soft, delicate hands and said, "Baba, you said you would never leave me alone. Then why have you left me today?" There was such sorrow in her voice that the eyes of all the villagers gathered around also became moist. Some women were wiping their tears with their dupattas, and some men stood silently with downcast eyes. The Baba's body was laid covered with a white sheet in the courtyard. The elderly people of the village were sitting around, reciting the Quran. Some young men were preparing to dig the grave. There was a deep silence in the atmosphere. Only occasionally could be heard a woman's sob or the heartbreaking voice of the girl. The girl repeatedly thought that until yesterday, the Baba was with her. He would smile and encourage her in every sorrow and pain. And today, he had become a lifeless body. Memories of the moments spent with the Baba began to crowd her mind one by one. The jungle paths where the Baba had taught her the chirping of birds. The moments when they had happily gathered wood together while getting wet in the rain. The nights when the Baba would tell stories, and she would get lost in those stories like a small child. Now every memory had become an arrow that pierced her heart. Meanwhile, an elder of the village, who had a long white beard and a glimpse of knowledge and experience in his eyes, came near her. He said in a soft tone, "Daughter, this world is transient. Everyone has to go. No one can fill the void of your Baba. But the knowledge he imparted, his good wishes, and his words are the wealth of your life. Remember them and make his blessings your strength." Hearing this, the girl wiped her tears, but the burden on her heart did not lessen. As evening fell, it was time for the Baba's funeral. All the villagers gathered. Everyone was eager to carry the coffin. The girl was standing at the courtyard door, watching everything. Her heart was screaming, "Don't take Baba away." But the reality was that there was no turning back now. The Baba was taken to the graveyard. A grave was ready in the soft ground there. When he was lowered into the grave, the girl fell to the ground and screamed, "Baba, why did you leave me alone?" The women comforted her, but the rain of tears from her eyes refused to stop. Soil was put on the grave, and thus the Baba slept forever under the earth. The girl sat alone on the cot. The wind was blowing strong, and the moon was hiding behind the clouds. She looked up at the sky and said, "Oh Allah, grant Baba paradise. Give me the courage to live without him." She did not sleep that night. Every moment she felt that the Baba would come through the door and, as always, smile and say, "Daughter, don't worry, I'm here." But the door was silent, and there was nothing but the rustling of the wind. She vowed to herself that she would always remember the Baba's words. She was alone, but she would not be weak. Friends, this story teaches us that our loved ones are never with us forever. After they leave, only their memories and their words support our hearts. We should remember the lessons of their lives and act upon them. If you like this story, please subscribe to our channel Kani Stories so that you can listen to more such emotional and silently impactful stories. Your one subscribe is a great encouragement for us. Great encouragement for us.